Daniel Critch, who in conjunction with Tim Critch run Wyalong from out near Mullawar or Tinderwar. Tinderwar. Yeah, that's right. So, Daniel, what are the crops that you're growing?
The main two are canola and wheat.
Yep.
And in amongst different seasons, we'll throw some lupins into that mix as well.
Right. So, have you got any in this year?
Yes, we have. Yeah, we've got about 1,000 hectares of lupins in so far, and we're still going on lupins. Be that a wise decision or not, Ben? That's
so. How do you decide that, on the price?
No, it's more of a rotation tool, Ben. Yeah, okay. We get good weed control in lupins, and they fix nitrogen, so they become a good rotation tool.
Yep. So how many permanent labour units have you got?
We got 6 permanents.
Yeah.
And plus myself and my brother Tim, and then we also have some seasonal guys
come in as well.
Yeah. We got 3 seasonal guys here as well. Yeah.
And I noticed you've got the cook again.
Yes. We have,
she does a marvellous job.
Karen is she's the engine room of the operation, Ben. If Karen goes down, this whole operation will grind to a screaming halt. Yeah. So we rely on Karen heavily, and everyone's come to expect that Karen will be here now. So she's almost as important, or probably more important than the machinery.
Well, that's a hell of an asset, Daniel. So then you come to the times when you're going to decide to put on urea. How do you work that out? On the amount of rain you get, or?
Yes, very hard. Urea is always a difficult one, Ben, especially when you've had no rain to date.
Yep.
And it doesn't look like raining for 3 weeks. Urea seems like an unusual topic to discuss, but at some stage, we'll have to decide once the season opens, and we get a bit of a look at how much probably June rain.
Yep.
And once you've had your June rain, you can sort of put some guesstimations in place for the rest of the season's rainfall, and then some predicted yields, and then you work out your urea from that.
Rightio. So then when do you decide that you might drop off acres if you don't get rain?
That's a good question, Ben, because last year I think you asked me the same question. And we were contemplating dropping quite a lot of country out last year.
Yep.
And we got towards the end of May, still no rain. The forecast was pretty gloomy.
Yeah.
And then out of the blue came an enormous cold front, middle level cloud band, interacted and drifted through. And a lot of farmers, and we did a bit the same, put in a bit of extra country towards the back end of May and into early June. So
you never actually cut down?
You don't ever say I'm done until probably the second week in June. You start to call it near enough.
Yeah. Rightio. So when you're working out your program, how many days do you like to work on seeding?
I reckon it's allow for about 35 days of actual sowing. Yeah, with moving and breakdowns, and we try to make sure everyone gets 1 day off a week. Just to keep them fresh, so we work on about 35 days.
And now with the modern day chemicals and that, you can do a lot of your country dry now.
Well, there's some really good pre-emergent chemistry around, and good equipment to make sure that the control of chemical on the ground is pretty good with knife points, and we'd sort of have to get done, Ben, by the end of May. If we wait for germination from the end of May onwards, we're giving up 4 weeks of growing time potentially.
So when you're working out your program for the calendar, when do you like to start seeding and finish by?
We normally start mid to late April, which we did this year.
Yep.
And then try to finish at the back end of May.
Yep. And with the harvest?
Well, that's October, end of October, November, December. It doesn't change too much. The day temperature cranks up in that sort of late September, mid-October.
But I imagine even there you have to kind of keep your program fairly tight so people can get away for holidays and get the next year's program started.
Yeah, that's
on time.
True. Yeah, times have changed, Ben. Once upon a time, no one gave a stuff about the staff, and they just worked when they got told. But now you got to look after them, and otherwise they don't come back, and you can't afford that.
No. Yeah. Oh well, it was good to talk to you, Daniel. Thanks very much for that.
My pleasure, Ben.
Yeah, good on you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that worked out. Wyalong.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think of this season so far?
It's like many, Ben. I think the average break to the season in Mullawara, this part of the world anyway, is about the 23rd or 25th of May.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit away from that yet.
Yeah.
I suppose the bonus is that we haven't had any silly little showers that's germinated a bit and it's gone off and died or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
either one or the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That makes it a bit easier, and I guess the weeds are a bit easier to control this year.
Yeah, so far. Absolutely. Yeah, they haven't even poked their heads up yet.
Yeah. And everything going okay? The program's going along nicely?
Yeah, as far as I'm being told, it's coasting along. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic, Tony. Good to have a chat.
Good on you, Ben.
Yeah.